Hi friend, Pradeep Vaikar is here. Welcome to my channel Stampsbee. Today we are meeting in third session of Deep Draw Operation Gap Analysis series. In today's session we are going to understand important press parameter and their desired standard. And friend, in today's session I am going to publish standard gap analysis template for press parameter assessment. With the help of this template, we can easily assess the press parameter in your industry. The link to the template is provided in description box. And friend, if you have joined this channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel and press bell button. Also like and share this video with your friend. It will motivate me to make more and more video. Come on friend, without any further delay, we will start third session. Figure 3.1 shows the front view of the mechanical press. The specification of the press are straight-sided frame, eccentric 4-point drive, ram pressure 1000 ton, cushion pressure 600 ton, bed size 3 meter into 1.8 meter, pneumatic cushions 2 numbers and moving bolster. In this view, important press parts are shown such as bolster, column, jib, ram, bed and cushion. In the press installation process, the relative alignment between these parts is maintained and press parameters are set. These parts maintain the press parameter along with their prime function. The installed press parameters may get disturbed due to heavy wear and tear of the parts in the operation. It has direct impact on performance of the draw operation. To verify the current state of the press parameter, few tests are carried out such as Bolster flatness test, ram parallelism test, jib clearance test, cushion parallelism test, ram motion squareness test and main bearing clearance test. Now we are going to discuss all these tests in detail. Figure 3.2 shows the bolster flatness test. The standard value for straight-sided press is 0.02 mm per 300 mm. Now we will understand the test. The instrument required are feeler gauge set and precision straight edge. The method is first ensure that bed and bolster are in clamp condition. Bolster surface should be free from dent, damage and dirt. Place the straight edge on the surface. Ensure the butting of the surface. Identify the lowest point and measure the gap with the help of feeler gauge. If the gap is more than the allowable range, the corrective action is required. The general corrective action is manual leveling of the surface or machining of the surface. Figure 3.3 shows the setup for the ram parallelism test. The standard value for straight-sided press up to 250 ton is 0.03 mm per 300 mm and above 250 ton is 0.05 mm per 300 mm. Now we will understand the test. The instrument required are plunger type dial and extension rod. The method is first ensure that Bolster flatness is within limit and it is in clamp condition. Set the extension rod and plunger type dial such a way that there is suitable pressure on it. Take the reading at left to right direction and front to back direction as shown in the figure. The maximum difference between highest point and lowest point is the deviation. If the deviation is more than the allowable range, corrective action is required. The general corrective action is adjustment of drive mechanism and jib clearance adjustment. For hydraulic press, raise the ram on the two parallel block rested on the bolster in loaded condition. Adjust the jib clearance. Take the ram at the center of the stroke. Verify the parallelism of the ram in free condition. Figure 3.4 shows the setup for ram jib clearance test. The standard value for straight sided press is 0.2 mm per side. Now we will understand the test. The instrument required are filler gauge set. The method is first ensure that the flatness of the sliding surfaces are within limit. Set the ram at BDC. Check the gap between the sliding surfaces with the help of filler gauge set at different position. If the gap is more than the allowable range, the corrective action is required. The general corrective action is sliding surface flatness correction and jib clearance adjustment. Figure 3.5 shows the setup for cushion parallelism test. The standard value for straight sided press is 0.05 mm per 300 mm. Now we will understand the test. The instrument required are plunger type dial and extension rod. The method is first ensure the ram parallelism within specification and it is in BDC condition. Set the cushion pressure box at up condition. Set the extension rod and plunger type dial in such a way that there is suitable pressure on it. Take the left to right and front to back direction reading. The maximum difference between the reading is the deviation. If the deviation is more than the allowable range, the corrective action is required. The general corrective action is clearance adjustment between cushion box to bed sliding surfaces. Figure 3.6 shows the setup for ram motion squareness test. The standard value for straight sided press up to 250 ton is 0.03 mm per 300 mm and above 250 ton is 0.05 mm per 300 mm of length of ram. Now we will understand the test. The instrument required are plunger type dial with magnetic stand and precision tri-square. The method is first ensure that the ram parallelism is within specification. Set the ram at TDC and adjustment in a down condition. Set the tri-square on a bolster as shown in the figure. Set the plunger type dial and pointer in such a way that there is suitable pressure on the pointer. Take the ram in downward direction and note down the reading. To verify the reading, change the position of the tri-square to 180 degree and repeat the process. If the deviation is more than the allowable range, the corrective action is required. The general corrective action is ram parallelism setting. Figure 3.7 shows the setup for the main bearing clearance test. The standard value for straight sided press is 0.1% of the crank diameter. Now we will understand the test. The instrument required are plunger type dial with a magnetic stand and hydraulic jack. The method is first ensure that bolster is in clamp condition. Set the ram at BDC and release the counterbalance pressure. Set the dial gauge and hydraulic jack under the drive connection point. Set the dial gauge in such a way that there is suitable pressure on the dial gauge. Lift the ram with the help of hydraulic jack and note down the reading. Repeat the same process for all connection points. If the deviation is more than the allowable range, the corrective action is required. The general corrective action is replacement of crank bearing. Figure 3.8 shows the standard gap analysis template for press parameter assessment. In this template, last 4 columns from current state, comparison study, root cause analysis and measurement review are pre-filled with the sample data. In actual practice, This may be different from organization to organization. The link to Excel format template is provided in description box. And friends, this is the last topic of the today's session. Friends, in today's session, we have covered the third area of deep draw operation gap analysis series. For clear understanding of the series, please check out the earlier sessions of the series. The links are provided in the description box. And friends, write your doubts and suggestions in comment section. Below are the links on which you can connect me. See you again in the next video of gap analysis series. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.